my cheating wife was horrified when, in the middle of her workday, her lover's wife burst into her office, grabbed her by the hair, and dragged her across the entire office. Her affair partner rushed out at the sound of the commotion, but his wife screamed, "You bastard! You're fired from my husband's position, and you'll pick up your things from the trash." But the real hell was yet to come for them. Betrayal doesn't happen in an instant. It's layered, growing like rot beneath the surface until one day, everything collapses. I never thought I'd be that guy, the husband who got cheated on. I thought Lauren and I had a strong marriage. We built a home together. We supported each other's careers. We were supposed to be a team. At least that's what I thought. But the truth? Lauren wasn't just cheating. She was sleeping with her boss. And the moment I found out, I didn't just plan to leave her. I planned to ruin her. It started with a message. No subject line, no sender name, just 3 words. You deserve better. Attached was a video. I hesitated before clicking, but the moment it started playing, I felt like someone had stabbed me in the gut. It wasn't just a casual kiss. Lauren was in his office, sitting on his lap, her arms around his neck. She laughed the same laugh she used on me. But the part that shattered me? He reached into his desk, pulled out a gift bag, and handed it to her. She squealed in excitement, pulling out a gold bracelet. I recognized it instantly. Last month, she told me she had treated herself to it. Turns out I didn't buy it. He did. And that's when I knew this wasn't just an affair. It was an investment. She wasn't just sleeping with him. She was getting rewarded for it. I could have confronted her. I could have yelled, but I wasn't going to be that guy. I wasn't going to let her think she had control. No, I was going to take everything from her. And the best part? I wasn't going to do it alone, because there was one person who would hate this betrayal even more than me. His wife. Her name was Vanessa. Smart, ruthless, the real power behind the company Lauren's boss ran. Lauren thought she was screwing the boss, but Vanessa, she owned everything. When I sent her the video, she didn't cry, she didn't yell, she just watched. Then she poured herself a glass of wine, turned to me, and smirked. "Send me a copy," she said. I did. She watched the video again, slower this time, then she sat down her glass and smiled. "This company is mine," she said. "And after tomorrow, so is his dignity." Lauren and Chris thought they were untouchable. They thought they could laugh behind our backs and get away with it. But what they didn't know, Vanessa and I weren't just going to expose them. We were going to tear apart everything they built, piece by piece. And the first strike would happen where it hurt them the most. Vanessa didn't waste time. The moment she had the video evidence, she moved with surgical precision. The video was sent to the company's board of directors. A formal complaint was filed with HR for violating the company's strict anti-fraternization policy. An anonymous email was sent to their entire office exposing Chris for having an affair with a subordinate. By the time Lauren and Chris walked into work the next morning, the entire building knew. And the best part? They had no idea what was waiting for them. Lauren was sitting at her desk, probably trying to act normal. Then, at 11 a.m. sharp, the office doors slammed open. Vanessa walked in, heels clicking against the floor, eyes burning with cold fury. She wasn't alone. She had 3 board members, the head of HR, and a few security guards behind her. The room fell silent. Lauren looked up and froze. Chris stepped out of his office, confused at first. "Vanessa, what are you doing here?" he asked, forcing a smile. Vanessa didn't respond. She reached into her bag, pulled out a USB drive, and handed it to the head of HR. "Play it," she ordered. A projector screen lowered from the ceiling, and then the video played for the entire office. Lauren's face turned pale. Chris's smirk disappeared. Every single coworker, every friend, every subordinate, every superior saw the truth. The video showed Lauren sitting on Chris's lap, laughing, the kiss, the bracelet, the proof that this wasn't just sex, it was favoritism. And just like that, their careers were over. The whispers started immediately. "Oh my God, she was sleeping with him for promotions. So that's why she got that raise. Lauren stood up, suddenly panicked. This isn't what it looks like, she stammered. Chris stepped forward, trying to control the situation. All right, that's enough, Vanessa. Let's talk about this in private. But Vanessa? She just smiled. And then she turned to the head of security. Remove them. The security guards moved immediately. Lauren tried to protest, but one grabbed her by the arm. You can't do this, she shrieked. Chris tried to pull away, but Vanessa stepped forward, eyes sharp as knives. You bastard, she hissed. You're fired from my husband's position, and you'll pick up your things from the trash. The office exploded into whispers. Chris's face turned red. Lauren looked at me, her eyes begging for help. But I just smiled, because this was just the beginning. Chris was immediately fired. Lauren was suspended pending investigation. Their affair became an open secret. No company would ever trust them again. And me? I wasn't even done yet, because Lauren's real nightmare hadn't even started. Lauren thought she had hit rock bottom. She thought losing her job, being dragged through the office, and watching her affair go public was the worst thing that could happen. She was so wrong, because humiliation was just the beginning. Now, it was time to take everything else. Lauren had always lived comfortably. Weekend spa days, luxury shopping sprees, expensive vacations, all on my dime. She thought even if she lost her job, I'd still be there to clean up her mess. She couldn't have been more wrong. It started at the grocery store. Lauren was used to swiping without thinking. She stood at the register, cart full of organic groceries, and handed over her card. Declined, the cashier said. She frowned. That's strange. Try again? The cashier nodded politely and swiped. Declined. A nervous laugh escaped her lips. She tried her backup card. Declined. Panic set in. She pulled out her phone to check her bank app. Account balance, $0. Reality punched her in the gut. Lauren stormed out of the store, fumbling through her contacts. She called the bank, demanding answers. They confirmed it. Her credit cards canceled, our joint account frozen, her name on the house lease removed. She wasn't just broke, she was homeless. And for the first time in her selfish life, she had nowhere to go. So she did what she always did. She tried to manipulate me. Her first text was soft. John, can we talk? Something's wrong with the bank account. I ignored it. Then she tried again. John, my cards aren't working. Did you do something? No answer. Then the real panic kicked in. John, I swear to God, answer me. Where is my money? Still nothing. The calls started. I let them go straight to voicemail. Lauren was spiraling, and I was enjoying every second of it. Lauren had always been the center of attention. She built her entire identity on her job title, her social circle, her reputation. But after the office scandal, her entire world turned against her. Former coworkers whispered behind her back. Her friends distanced themselves. Nobody wanted to be seen with the woman who got dragged across her own workplace. Even her family stopped returning her calls. She wasn't admired anymore. She was a walking scandal. And the only person she had left was Chris. Except Chris was already done with her. 1 week after losing her job, Lauren showed up at Chris's apartment. Desperate. Lost. She expected sympathy. She expected Chris to comfort her. Instead, he looked annoyed. Lauren, what are you doing here? He asked, crossing his arms. I have nowhere else to go, she whispered. He sighed. Look, I didn't sign up to be your safety net. Lauren's stomach dropped. What? Chris, I left everything for you. Chris let out a dry chuckle. And that was your mistake. Lauren tried to argue. She tried to remind him of what they had. She begged. But Chris? He was already seeing someone else. 2 weeks after losing everything, Lauren tried one last thing. She showed up at my doorstep. She looked wrecked. Her hair was a mess. She was wearing cheap clothes. The confidence she once had gone. She tried to force a smile. John, can we talk? She said softly. I leaned against the doorframe. Talk about what, Lauren? Her lip trembled. I made a mistake. I raised an eyebrow. You made a choice. She swallowed hard. I miss you. I laughed, a cold, detached laugh. Lauren, I don't think you understand. I reached into my pocket and pulled out the divorce papers. Her face drained of color. John, wait. Please don't do this. I held out the papers. Sign them. She stared at them, tears welling in her eyes. I can't do this alone. You should have thought of that before. She didn't move, didn't speak. So I stepped forward, voice calm, final. Sign the papers. And in that moment, she realized there was nothing left to save. Her hands trembled as she grabbed the pen. She signed her name, and just like that, she was out of my life forever. Chris dumped Lauren. She lost everything, her reputation destroyed. And me? I walked away stronger, wiser, free. Lauren thought she had options. She thought she could have it all. But in the end, she was left with nothing. And that was the best revenge of all. Was this revenge justified, or did it go too far? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear your take. And if you love jaw-dropping pro-revenge stories, make sure to hit that subscribe button and smash the like for more thrilling tales you won't want to miss. Every like, share, and subscription means the world to us. It helps us keep bringing you the stories you crave. Your support truly makes a difference. Thank you so much for being part of our community.